NJ, what's good? Give me a minute. Check. Alright, let's stop fucking around. What's going on, man? How you doing? Thank you for coming through. I hope you subscribe, of course, and I mean either way, I appreciate you tuning in. I don't know if you were here last week, but we made some shit. I guess I'll break it down real quick as you're not familiar, Tom. But so here's the beat that we made not last week, Tuesday. Word. I'm glad it's your first time. I appreciate you coming, man. My guy Eon, Victor Reese, thank you for coming. I don't know if you've ever been to a live stream or maybe you've watched a couple or whatever, but I appreciate you being here. So a quick breakdown of this beat. Lately I've been messing with samples from a homie of mine named Kill'em Defoe. He's super nice with the keys and everything. So first, I chopped the sample up in Serato and pitched it up a little bit. So oh, okay. It's all good. You don't have to say anything as long as you're here and watching and you're enjoying what's happening. That's all that matters to me. You know, that you don't have to really say anything if you don't feel like it, but if you're enjoying the stream, that's all that matters. And if you guys don't mind, you know, giving it a share, passing along, that would make me really happy. But anyways, so I have my chops. So the sample chops laid out sounds like this. Oh, okay, cool. If you have any questions or whatever along the way, feel free to ask. I'll answer them as thorough as I could. But I'm glad you're here, Tom. So word. Yeah. So yeah, these streams are just me either going through my process in like detail, or just making beats. But since you're here and you're new, I'll go into like real detail. So I got my chops or whatever, but I'll EQ my shit first. So I have like a standard kind of chain that I use. I'll do an EQ, turn up the highs just to brighten up the sample, bring down the lows if there's too much bass in it, because I want to play my own bass. Then I'll use a guitar rig from Native Instruments, which is free if you are using a DAW or whatever. And I kind of came across this by mistake like years ago, but I've been using it ever since. I've been using a preset called Deep and Wide Drums, and it just kind of gives your sample a little life, like expands it a little bit of a widener, but it's like my secret sauce or my seasoning or whatever. Then I'll add a compressor, and I'll sidechain the compressor to the kick, just to get that pumping action. So sample. Then I'll bring in the drums. Usually, I have my standard drum sounds, whatever I'll run through my kits. I have a ton of drum kits. Kick, I like a really boomy kick that you can really feel. Snare, make sure it pops and sounds. Another snare that I didn't use a snare. A snap every other beat on this joint. I didn't use this. I was just trying it out, but I ended up using a standard set of hi-hats that I always use. I use that open hi-hat a lot too, and a crash. So just as far as putting something on my whole drum track, I'll do a saturator just to give it more oomph and like kind of glue everything together. I should have put a crash here, but give me a second. Alright, let's get that. So, next is the bass line. So what I use for my bass line is also free from Contact. If it'll come up. Come on. Give me a second. Okay, it's not coming up for some reason, but actually it's on the other screen. My bad. So this is what it looks like. So I have a bunch of Contact instruments or whatever. More than half of them I don't really use, but this is one I use all the time. It's a Contact factory selection. It comes free with Contact Player, and it just has a really good bass sound. So I'll play the bass line that I played, soloed out. I threw a saturator on the bass just to give it a little grit. Bring the drums back. Right, exactly, man. It's like I guess you can say it's audio architecture. You know what I mean? You're kind of building things from the ground up or using kind of existing pieces. So drum in the bass with the sample. So, Group D, if it's your first time here, I always do like a separate channel where I kind of drown the sample in reverb and slightly turn it down just to have it kind of add to the sample. So I guess I'll play the sample by itself and then add the track with the Yo, Naps and Dreads is in here. Peace. Thank you for coming through. We actually have like a pretty live chat going on right now, so that's dope. But I'll play the sample by itself and then I'll add the reverb track that I usually do. So. Let me get the other joint. It's almost giving like almost expanding the sample more. And if I bring in the drums and the sample, if I want to say a rapper's using this, if I want to drop out like, so it's kind of a little more interesting than just having like the sample drop out and it's just the drums and the bass. It's a little extra texture for the beat or the song or whatever. So and I can kind of something like that. You know what I mean? So Group E is another part of the sample. I have the stems to this, so I was able to grab another piece and kind of play it out. So, I believe. What's Group E? Let me unmute it first. So, there was these keys in the original sample that I really liked, so I played that. So I'll play that with the drums and the bass. So. Then that with everything else. Not everything else, just one more track. So this can be like a hook part. Thanks, man. Then I have like a sawtooth wave under the joint just to add more texture. It sounds like shit by itself, but with everything. Especially with the bass. So that's a breakdown of that beat. I hope you got some valuable information from that, Tom, if you're still here. But I'm going to start something new, and you could really get the the process. And everyone else who's here, thank you for sticking around and shit. But let's get to it. I'm gonna use another sample from my man Kill 'Em because they're so dope. I can't. They've been a real big source of inspiration recently, so I'm gonna just keep it going. Yeah, no doubt, man. And once again, I appreciate you being here. We usually do this around 6:45 every Tuesday and Thursday. If there's a day I can't do it, then I'll make sure I announce it on the socials or whatever. And if you want to rewatch this, every or any other live stream that I've done, I have like probably over 100 of them on my YouTube channel. So you could check that out if you want more breakdowns or just want to hear like different stuff I've done. I don't know how familiar you are with my production or whatever, but my man Naps and Dreads is in here. We've done something together. I've done stuff with DITC members, song with Conway before Griselda blew up. I have my own instrumental releases out and stuff. So yeah, there's if you feel like it, go ahead and search on the internets. Stuff is streaming everywhere, YouTube, things like that. So. Oh wow. A Tribe Called Funk. That's dope. Wow, man. I've always wanted to do like a DJ set with them, like on some real like boogie b-boy type shit. But I met them through this thing. I was kind of like a videographer for a non-profit organization for a summer, and that's how I met them. And those guys were so dope, and their energy. Yeah, but that's dope, man. I'm surprised that they that's how you found my stuff. Shit. I mean, shit. You never know. I guess. But back to the beat. I'm gonna chop the sample and I'm gonna play it as well. I don't really have an idea. I kind of go off the cuff. So here's what the sample sounds like. Oh, those are the homies. I love that place so much. I remember they started out in Providence. That's how I found out about them. And, their selection is dope. And they're just really good dudes. Maybe I'll pitch it up. I've been pitching stuff up lately, so. So right now I'm chopping up my sample because I have an idea in my head of what I want the beat to sound like or whatever. So with the I'm gonna speed the sample up a bit. A little more. We're almost there. I think I kind of have a groove already, so that's dope. do is same stab, but I'll speed it up. It's like kind of like chopping shit up is kind of like I don't know, strategic too. I mean strategic. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll make my other chop here. Speed that up. So I have something basic, but I want to see what else is in the sample. So I can take that guitar thing, just a speed that up too. Speed that up too. Okay, so I think I got something that I want to lay down. Alright, we got a new like on Facebook. Shout out to Brandon, my man. 13 p.m. If you're listening, I'm going to send you that joint later tonight. Alright, so I got a BPM in my head too. So I don't know if 88's the right. So I just tapped out my BPM, but I took it down a notch. I'm gonna set a pattern. I usually double it up to where I usually lay like 2 bars per pattern or whatever. So and I forgot to set the loop. All good. So let's try it. Shit. It's all good. So I'm gonna like loop this or whatever. Turn the metronome off and EQ a little bit. Then the quote-unquote secret sauce. I'll bring up guitar rig. I have 6, but I usually use 5. So if you're listening with headphones, I'll play it and then you'll hear the difference once I add it. Alright, so now it kind of expanded things, you know. I'm gonna go back to the EQ and take the some of the low down. So So now I'm gonna lay down my second part, and then I'll get to. It's purposeful, because I kind of want that sound. That's what I kind of hear in my head. Yeah, it's purposeful. It's not like that all the time, but that's what I want, and I guess it'll make more sense as the drums and stuff get filled in. So. So. So sometimes I might, I like the way I laid it down, whatever. But sometimes I might shift the sample a little bit, or shift like one of the hits a little bit, just to kind of get it lined up to what I hear in my head. So. And I'll go back to Serato. I might speed that last hit up. So that last hit, I'll speed that up a little bit. There we go. Alright, so I'm gonna do my drums now. I like what I have so far. I always start with the kick. Maybe? So let me try laying something down, see if I like it. Smith. What's going on? Thank you for coming through. So now I just layering claps. So now I'm probably just gonna use my standard hi-hats just to kind of go through this quicker. I might change things up later, but and the hi-hats are where like the groove is at. So let's see if this works. Do you usually use the ideas view, John? Because that shit to me is like looking at another language. You know, I've tried using it, and I've seen people using it. They can freak it or whatever, but I don't know. When I first started using Maschine, I started using it when it first came out. So this is like what I know. You know what I mean? So I stick to this shit. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to throw a little bit of reverb on the main sample just to kind of fill things in. But first I'm going to do my compression. Billy, what up? I'm just used to doing it like this. And I've tried like trying to sit and like use the I've like done it like maybe twice, but I don't know, man. I'm on some fucking if it ain't broke don't fix it type shit. So let me go back to the. I like what I have so far, but I want to go back to the sample real quick, just so it's not too repetitive. I know I have some chops that I can use. So what I'll do is. So I'm gonna get it though. So what I'll do is, just to save myself some time, I don't know if you're still out there, Tom, I will duplicate this pattern, but this I'll kind of switch things up a little bit. So instead of this original hit, whatever that I have, I'm gonna hit that. Or maybe if I can just move it. So I will extend this note. Delete that. And how do you like so in Idea View, how do you like track your shit out if you like try to make like a full song? So I'll do the same thing, duplicate the pattern type of deal. So I will this time I'll lay it down like I'll actually record me hitting the key or whatever. So. So I will move this up a little bit. Nope. Okay. Man, do you have any like YouTube videos of you using the ideas? I'd love to see the way you did it, or if you ever live stream or whatever. Okay, so I kind of like what I have. I might add some extra percussion later, but right now I want to get a bass line going just to get a, kind of feel it more. So, number one, I don't know how to play like traditional keys or whatever. So I'm always kind of, when I do my bass lines, I'm always kind of figuring shit out. So. I would love to see it, man. Or if you know any like good video tutorials of people using Ideas View. too. Well, I know Bleeze. I know we talk a little bit, but he has so many goddamn tutorials and shit. I'd have to take some time to check it out. But Bleeze is the man. He's super dope. He's another one of those gearheads too. That anything he touches, he can make some fucking gold out of that shit. Shout out to him for real. So keep it simple. Oh. Oh, thanks, man. So now I'm just going to do my reverb channel real quick. So I'll paste the same exact thing I did on the first channel with the sample chop or whatever. And I already have a reverb on it. I will switch things around. One, I'm going to drown the shit out of this. But then I'm going to turn up the gain on the compression for the kick, not all the way up, and I will turn up the attack and release just to, so now you can like really hear it. So I'll bring everything back. So now I'm gonna put I have a little more ideas. Maybe grab some sound effects or whatever. I'll put a saturator on the drums. You'll hear how it sounds once I put it on. want to try to get some more percussion. Let's see. The thing that sucks about this is that you have so much fucking so many fucking drum kits. That's the thing that takes the time, just looking for shit. But let's see. I know one of these has some. Maybe just that first sound. First, like, little tom or bongo or whatever. So I'll chop that up. So Tom, if you're in here still, traditionally, if I wasn't using Serato sample and I recorded from my record from my sample from a record off the turntable or whatever, I would record it, hit sample, hit edit, and now I have my waveform that I could chop my pieces or whatever. I can zoom in. I'm gonna EQ it a little bit. Actually, let me play it with the joint just to hear what it sounds like. Not that, but I did hear something in that last one we were in. Maybe that wind chime under the, like, by the turnaround. But like low and like panned to the right maybe. And then pitched down a little bit. So. I'm looking for... Nope. What the fuck? Maybe? But maybe EQ it so it's more pronounced. Could work. There's another sound that I want. Where are you? I might just kind of ditch it for time's sake because I want to add this synth, this vocal synth that I use a lot. So there's a vocal synth that I use that's free. Well, one of them is free, one of them is a cracked version. Who's it from? I always forget who it's from. There we go. It's called Juicy. Jussi. So I use it a lot. Where are the controls? Out of that bongo sound, I might use like a gate or something. So keep fucking that up. Let me try that again. So. Fucked it up again. All good. want to add one more thing, and then I'll be out. I can hear my little sawtooth under this. Give it a little more grit. But I'm happy with this. I'll keep it. Once again, thank you to everyone who's tuned in right now. Appreciate you guys so much. Yeah, man. I didn't think it was going to be this good of a turnout because Thursdays are usually kind of quiet, but I appreciate you guys coming through. So let's see. All right, so all right, let's do it. So that's I think that's it for me. I'm happy with it. Tom, I don't know if you're still there, but that's kind of like the process. John, I might, if you were talking about hit it with transient master to take some of the room out. If you're talking about that little tom roll or whatever, I think you're right. Either a gate or transient master, but yeah, that's it. I'm about to bounce. Thank you, Tom. If you like what you heard, the website is musicismymessage.com. A lot of music videos and good stuff there. Subscribe to the YouTube. Spread the word. Word of mouth is always helpful. But no real announcements other than March 30th. Doing button mash with my man, 13 p.m. In self-serve. That'll be in Cambridge. What else? I plugged it on my Instagram, but the joint with my man Flybird Phoenix. It's called Bird Shit Freestyle. It's streaming everywhere, so if you look that up. Other than that, I'll see you guys next Monday, 6:45 p.m. Eastern Time. Not Monday, Tuesday. Sorry, next Tuesday. But yeah, I appreciate you guys coming through. If you want to watch the recap, subscribe to YouTube. Spread the word, spread the word, spread the word. You guys stay safe, have a good weekend and all that. I'll see you guys Tuesday. I'm out. Peace.